Hello everyone, and today I have made another crossbow. This is a slight improvement on my first version. It has a spring-loaded trigger with a fancy little brass hinge underneath it, which is like one little step up. It's slightly fancier. It's a really quick throw together, my goal being to be able to throw one of these together in under 5 minutes, which is about how long this one took to throw together. Maybe a little bit longer though. I'm going to try and get that time down. This is the first crossbow we made. As you can see, it's absolute garbage. It's held together by a bunch of rusty nails that I got from the dollar store for like nothing. And the trigger mechanism is some rubber bands and a piece of broken plywood. And the string's already broken once because the trigger mechanism is rusty nails which slowly eat away at the string. This one is an absolute pain to load, and when you put the arrow in, you have to slide the arrow. I know it's supposed to take crossbow bolts, but this crossbow shoots arrows. So you put this one in here and it has to be sitting right perfect, and the shaft has to be perfectly flush, otherwise it'll just fly out and do a blank fire and it'll do nothing. This one, much better catchment. It catches the arrows a lot easier. I've got another spring-loaded little trigger thing, which I designed to be in future hooked up to a pressure plate and or tripwire. And we've reduced the amount of nails needed in order to hold everything together, in order to bring down cost efficiency. And I've found the exact amount of length that I can draw this bow back without it snapping into a million pieces. Turns out the limbs are made from fiberglass. Now this is a $16 bow, absolute cheaper the cheap that you can possibly find. And I've sort of pushed it to the limits. Over here we have a little bit of a comparison. The original's there, and the trigger mechanism is placed here. This one I've managed to cram in an extra inch without the limbs flying apart yet, which gives it a little bit more power, but also makes it a tiny bit more scary. Obviously it's not super scary because it's not like a really high poundage thing where you need a winch to wind it back. It's still just a hand load one, but I'm going to do its second little test fire. I shot it once and the arrow had quite a bit of power, quite more than the regular one. Also, with it having a little bit more power, I can shoot much thicker shafted arrows. This arrow is like as thick as my thumb. It's pretty thick and it's got a big old nail in the end. And that one can have a bit of trouble shooting it because it just doesn't have enough power. But this one does have enough power. So we're going to test it now. Load it. This does make a little noise, but if you don't balance it right, it makes it sound like it's going to snap. Oh yeah, wincing. Oh, I can hear the fiber losing high to this fiberglass frame snapping. Oh dear. Oh dear. I might have reached the limit. Oh, that is terrifying. We're reaching the absolute limit of how far I can pull back these fiberglass frames. I'm really hoping that they don't snap on me and take out an eye or something like that while I'm doing this. They shouldn't though. So I'm still going to attempt to fire it and hope that I don't die. Alright, I'm going to use a tipless arrow for this just in case something goes wrong. Oh! Somehow made a scarier crossbow that's less effective. I thought it would be cooler, and it was the first time I shot it. But this fiberglass frame just isn't built for it. Alright. I'm not sure how many shots I can get out of this before the durability reaches 0 and it flies to bits. I'm going to use a tipped arrow this time. See what we can get. Oh! That is terrifying. A lot more power than the regular bow. Right into the bush. I should really get a target. I'm going to get a target and set it up. It's no good if I can't shoot it accurately. Oh, what's the truth of that? Let's check this out. Oh my, look at that. It's an entire nail's depth in there. I don't think I can pull that out. It's really in there. There we go, I can see a helicopter up there. A little helicopter has come to say hello. Alrighty, I have the target really far away over there. I'm going to try and hit it. This crossbow limb has been completely shredded. It's a miracle it's still attached. There we go, that's perfect. Lovely sunsets with the warm red light. Fire in my heart and it still shines bright. Spark in my core, you can put it out, you can try to hide it, but it will burn you out. They isolated and took away all that I had. So I will build an army and take it all back. Sending special forces and they all mega fail. Joaz is an art and you can't pay your bail. That was the first strike. We hit the target. I'm slowly zeroing in with this thing. Have you ever wondered, is it possible to dual wield crossbows? Well, today we're going to find out. Dual wielding crossbows. Buzzy bees don't need silly money. Police and soldier generals play their cards. Another human life that they easily discard. They might try to kill me and they might succeed, but I will come back until every last one kneels. 3 little pigs on a triangle payroll, souls all snared. Well, here's the carnage on the crossbow. It definitely wasn't designed to be under that much stress, and the entire limb of the crossbow has just shredded itself, and somehow it's still holding together and somewhat capable of sort of firing. But ultimately, I did a terrible job. This is a garbage crossbow. I would not recommend anyone try and build this. It's terrible. This piece of garbage over here is slightly less garbage, although it's not exactly a weapon as much as it is an embarrassing mistake of embarrassment for the terrible siege engineer who made it. But it was free, fairly well free anyway. I mean, all the wood was free and the nails are all rusty, and it works. I've had a few hundred shots out of that one, and like maybe not very many out of that one. I was super excited when I started out because I test fired it, and on the first test fire it was absolutely flawless. It had like perfect accuracy and a lot of power, and it's just as soon as I kept firing it and it ripped apart its own limbs under the stress, it's sort of ruined itself. As for the target, you're going to be pretty safe so long as you stand like 20 feet away. You'll be pretty much invulnerable to this crossbow unless they're aiming at something other than you, just because of how terribly inaccurate these arrows are. Look at the fletching, it's garbage. We landed a total of 1 arrow in the target, and that 1 arrow is not even in the center. It's way out on the edge. So just don't try and zigzag to run away from this thing, just stand in the exact same place. It'll make it way harder to hit you. That's the end. That's my silly little crossbows. Goodbye, toodaloo.